Choosing between a safe path and a sudden impulse to change everything creates a distinct pressure in the air. The silence of a difficult decision weighs heavily as the morning light reveals the consequences of past choices. This internal friction stems from the moon moving through Capricorn while Mercury aligns perfectly with Mars. On this Saturday, January 17th, 2026, the celestial alignment intensifies our focus on structural integrity and vocal precision. The Sun forms a grounding sextile to Saturn, demanding that every word spoken carries the weight of a binding contract. Madame Zodiac observes the stars aligning to test the strength of your foundations. While some will find the keys to an empire, others may find themselves trapped by their own rigid expectations. My dear Aries, you firebrand of the Zodiac. This Saturday, January 17th, 2026, brings a heavy emphasis on your public standing and professional legacy. Mars, your fiery ruler, is currently situated at 25 degrees 25 minutes of Capricorn. This placement puts your drive into a very structured and ambitious container. You might feel like a race car stuck in city traffic, but this slow pace is intentional. Mars is conjunct Mercury today, which means your words have the power of a physical strike. Be careful not to use your verbal agility as a weapon when a scalpel is required. This conjunction happens late in the sign, suggesting a climax of a long-standing effort. The moon crosses your house 10, the one of authority and career. You are being watched by those in power, so ensure your tie is straight and your facts are checked. This transit emphasizes your reputation and how you handle responsibility under pressure. A practical tip is to organize your desk or digital workspace to reflect the professional you wish to become. Another tip is to say less than necessary in meetings to maintain an air of mystery. The Sun in Capricorn is trying Uranus, offering you a sudden stroke of genius regarding your long-term goals. This aspect allows you to break free from tradition without burning the house down. You might discover a technological shortcut that saves you hours of work. Saturn also sextiles the Sun, providing the discipline needed to turn that genius idea into a reality. Your patience today rivals that of a mountain goat navigating a steep cliff, steady and sure. Venus is at the very end of Capricorn, suggesting a financial matter is reaching its final stage of negotiation. Celestial recommendation: focus on your long-term legacy rather than short-term wins. Trust that the slow build is the most sustainable one for your restless spirit. Even your morning coffee can feel it's your day to conquer the boardroom. For a deeper understanding, consider checking your rising sign and Venus sign as well. To stay connected to your daily horoscope, subscribe, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell.
My sweet Taurus, lover of all things stable and beautiful. The day announces a significant expansion of your horizons and a shift in your philosophical outlook. Venus, your graceful ruler, is at the critical 29 degrees 57 minutes of Capricorn. This is an anaretic degree, suggesting an urgent need to finalize a legal or educational matter before the energy shifts. You are standing on the threshold of a major realization regarding your personal values. The moon crosses your house 9, the one of travel and higher learning. You might feel a sudden urge to book a flight or enroll in a course that challenges your current worldview. A practical tip is to engage with a culture or language that is entirely foreign to you today. Another tip is to revisit a book that changed your life years ago to see how you have grown. The Sun in Capricorn is trine Uranus in your sign, which is currently retrograde. This creates a powerful link between your identity and your long-term vision. You may experience a eureka moment that feels like a lightning bolt to the brain. Saturn in Pisces sextiles Uranus, helping you ground these wild ideas into a tangible plan. Your usual resistance to change is melting away in favor of a more exciting, structured future. Even your favorite armchair might feel a bit too restrictive today as your mind wanders to distant shores. Jupiter retrograde in Cancer reminds you to keep your local connections strong, even as you look afar. Daily advice: embrace the unexpected invitation that comes from someone outside your usual social circle. Keep your passport or your library card handy, as knowledge is your greatest currency today. The stars advise putting your phone in airplane cosmic mode to truly listen to your inner voice. To gain a more complete picture, the rising sign and Venus sign can add useful context. If you want to keep receiving your daily horoscope, subscribing and hitting the bell really helps.
My lovely Geminis, the quick-witted communicators of the sky. This Saturday is all about diving into the deep end of your psychological and financial structures. Mercury, your clever ruler, is at 24 degrees 42 minutes of Capricorn, conjunct the warrior planet Mars. This alignment gives your thoughts a sharp, biting edge that can cut through any deception. You are thinking with strategic precision, focusing on the bottom line rather than the fluff. The moon crosses your house 8, the one of shared resources and deep transformation. This is not a day for superficial small talk. You are looking for the truth hidden beneath the surface. A practical tip is to review your joint accounts or insurance policies for any overlooked details. Another tip is to have that difficult conversation you've been avoiding, as the stars favor directness now. The sun in Capricorn trines Uranus, suggesting a sudden shift in a debt or inheritance matter. This could manifest as a surprise rebate or a new way to manage your taxes. Saturn in Pisces provides a stabilizing influence, ensuring that your transformations are built on solid ground. Your curiosity is your superpower today, leading you to discover secrets that others have missed. You might find that your detective skills are so sharp you could find a needle in a haystack, or at least your lost keys. Venus at the end of Capricorn helps smooth over any intensity in your private relationships. Celestial recommendation: use your words to heal and reconstruct rather than just to win an argument. Focus on the power of silence as much as the power of speech today. Remember that even a butterfly must spend time in the dark of the cocoon before it can fly. For extra insight, take a moment to look at your rising sign and your Venus sign. Never miss your daily horoscope again. Subscribe, like, and activate the bell.
My cherished Cancers, the soulful guardians of the Zodiac. Today, the cosmos turns its gaze toward your most intimate partnerships and legal agreements. The moon, your sensitive ruler, is moving through the disciplined sign of Capricorn. This creates a full moon feeling in your relationships, where emotions meet the cold, hard reality of commitment. You are being asked to look at your partner or best friend through a lens of total honesty. The moon crosses your house 7, the one of the couple and open enemies. This transit highlights the balance between your needs and the needs of those you love. A practical tip is to listen twice as much as you speak today during any negotiations today. Another tip is to set a firm boundary with someone who has been taking more than they give. The sun in Capricorn is conjunct your descendant, bringing light to the way you interact with the world. Jupiter retrograde in your sign suggests that personal growth comes from looking inward before reaching out. Saturn in Pisces sextiles the sun, offering a spiritual foundation to your earthly commitments. You might find that a shared dream is finally starting to take a realistic shape. Your intuition is high, but the Capricorn influence demands that you back up your feelings with facts. Even your morning tea might taste a bit more serious as you contemplate your future with another. Daily advice: treat your relationships like a garden that requires both water and the occasional pruning of dead weight. Be honest about what you want, even if it feels a bit uncomfortable at first. The stars suggest a quiet evening in is better than a loud night out for your peace of mind. For a deeper understanding, consider checking your rising sign and Venus sign as well. To stay connected to your daily horoscope, subscribe, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell.
My beloved Leos, the radiant sun kings and queens. This Saturday focuses your magnificent energy on the practical details of your daily life and well-being. The sun, your glorious ruler, is at 27 degrees 22 minutes of Capricorn, emphasizing duty over drama. You are finding satisfaction in a job well done rather than in the applause of the crowd. The sun is in a harmonious trine with Uranus, which may bring a sudden breakthrough in your health routine or workflow. You might discover a new gadget or method that makes your morning chores a breeze. The moon crosses your house 6, the one of service and health. This is the perfect day to organize your supplements, clean your workspace, or go for a long walk. A practical tip is to tackle the most boring task on your to-do list first to get it out of the way. Another tip is to pay attention to what your body is telling you about your stress levels. Mercury conjunct Mars in your sector of habits gives you the mental energy to solve complex problems. You are working with the precision of a master craftsman today, leaving no stone unturned. Saturn in Pisces sextiles the sun, helping you stay disciplined even when the weekend tempts you. Your pride today comes from your efficiency and your ability to help others without making a fuss. Even your cat might be impressed by how much you get done before noon.
Celestial recommendation: focus on the small wins, as they are the building blocks of your grandest ambitions. Efficiency is your best friend today, so don't be afraid to cut out unnecessary steps in your routine. Remember that a healthy lion is a powerful lion, so prioritize your physical vitality. To gain a more complete picture, the rising sign and Venus sign can add useful context. If you want to keep receiving your daily horoscope, subscribing and hitting the bell really helps.
My lovely Virgos, the meticulous architects of the Zodiac. Today, the stars invite you to bring your incredible precision to the world of creativity and joy. Mercury, your intellectual ruler, is conjunct Mars at 24 degrees Capricorn. This creates a mental fire that is perfect for finishing a creative project or planning a fun event. You are expressing yourself with more passion and directness than usual. The moon crosses your house 5, the one of creativity, romance, and children. This transit encourages you to let your hair down, provided you have a plan for how to put it back up later. A practical tip is to spend time on a hobby that requires both skill and imagination. Another tip is to be bold in expressing your feelings to someone you admire, as the words will come easily. The Sun in Capricorn trines Uranus, suggesting a sudden spark of inspiration that feels almost like magic. You might find a unique solution to a problem that has been bothering you for weeks. Saturn in Pisces sextiles the Sun, grounding your creative urges in reality and long-term potential. Your sense of humor is dry and witty today, making you the star of any small gathering. You might find that even your spice rack is organized in a way that brings you a strange sense of joy. Venus at 29 degrees Capricorn adds a touch of elegance to everything you touch today. Daily advice: don't be afraid to take a calculated risk in your creative pursuits or your romantic life. Authenticity is your greatest asset, so let the world see the real, brilliant you. The stars suggest that a little bit of playfulness goes a long way in refreshing your spirit. For extra insight, take a moment to look at your rising sign and your Venus sign. Never miss your daily horoscope again. Subscribe, like, and activate the bell.
My dear Libras, the graceful seekers of harmony. This Saturday, the cosmic energy pulls your attention toward your inner sanctum and your family roots. Venus, your aesthetic ruler, is at the final degree of Capricorn, specifically 29 degrees 57 minutes. This suggests a powerful completion phase regarding a home renovation or a family discussion. You are finishing a chapter of your life that dealt with your sense of security and belonging. The moon crosses your house 4, the one of the home and the private self. You may feel like staying in your pajamas all day, and the stars actually support this need for retreat. A practical tip is to clear out any clutter in your living space that feels like it belongs to the old you. Another tip is to have a heart-to-heart with a parent or a sibling to clear the air. The Sun in Capricorn trines Uranus, which could bring a sudden change in your living situation or a family surprise. Saturn in Pisces sextiles the Sun, providing the emotional maturity needed to handle any domestic shifts. You are finding a way to balance your need for peace with the demands of your household. Your patience rivals that of a saint today, especially when dealing with the quirks of those you live with. Even your plant house might seem to perk up as you spend more time nurturing your environment. Jupiter retrograde in Cancer reminds you that your career success is built on a stable home life. Celestial recommendation: invest time in making your home a true reflection of your inner peace. Honor your ancestors or your past, but don't let them dictate your future choices. A cozy evening with a good book is exactly what your soul needs right now. For a deeper understanding, consider checking your rising sign and Venus sign as well. To stay connected to your daily horoscope, subscribe, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell. My beloved Scorpios, the intense alchemists of the Zodiac. This Saturday is a powerhouse of communication and mental activity for you. Mars, your traditional ruler, is conjunct Mercury in the sign of Capricorn. This is a double-edged sword aspect that gives you incredible persuasive power, but also a sharp tongue. You can convince anyone of anything today, so use this power for good and not just to win. The moon crosses your house 3, the one of communication, siblings, and local travel. You are likely to be very busy with messages, calls, or short trips around your neighborhood. A practical tip is to write down your most intense ideas before you speak them out loud. Another tip is to double-check your emails for tone, as you might sound more aggressive than you intend. The Sun in Capricorn trines Uranus, bringing a sudden download of information that changes your perspective. Saturn in Pisces sextiles the Sun, helping you communicate your complex feelings in a structured way. You are a master of the long game today, thinking 3 steps ahead of everyone else. Your wit is as sharp as a razor, and you might find yourself making jokes that only the most observant can catch. Even your morning commute could turn into a mini-adventure if you keep your eyes open. Venus at the end of Capricorn helps you find beauty in the most mundane conversations. Daily advice: use your mental energy to solve a puzzle or a mystery that has been intriguing you. Be a listener as much as a talker, as the most important information might be what isn't being said. The star suggests that a brisk walk will help clear your mind of any lingering intensity. To gain a more complete picture, the rising sign and Venus sign can add useful context. If you want to keep receiving your daily horoscope, subscribing and hitting the bell really helps.
My adventurous Sagittarians, the eternal students of life. Today, the stars focus your expansive energy on the very practical world of finances and self-worth. Jupiter, your generous ruler, is currently retrograde in Cancer at 19 degrees 09. This suggests a time of internal reflection regarding your emotional security and your family's resources. You are reconsidering what wealth truly means to you beyond just the numbers in your bank account. The moon crosses your house too, the one of values and personal finances. This is an excellent day for budgeting, planning for the future, or making a significant, well-researched purchase. A practical tip is to look for ways to monetize a skill you usually give away for free. Another tip is to treat yourself to something high quality that will last a long time, rather than a cheap thrill. The Sun in Capricorn trines Uranus, which might bring a sudden opportunity to increase your income through a technological or unusual source. Saturn in Pisces sextiles the Sun, giving you the discipline to save rather than spend on impulse. You are feeling more grounded and realistic about your goals than you have in months. Your optimism is still there, but it's tempered with a healthy dose of, let's see the receipts. You might find that even your morning coffee feels like a luxury when you take the time to savor it. Venus at 29 degrees Capricorn emphasizes the need to finalize a financial negotiation today. Celestial recommendation: align your spending with your deepest values, and you will never feel poor. Trust that the universe provides when you have a clear plan for your resources. A little bit of organization today will lead to a lot of freedom tomorrow. For extra insight, take a moment to look at your rising sign and your Venus sign. Never miss your daily horoscope again. Subscribe, like, and activate the bell.
My stoic Capricorns, the mountain climbers of the Zodiac. This is your day, as the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars are all gathered in your sign. Saturn, your disciplined ruler, is at 27 degrees 19 minutes of Pisces, forming a perfect sextile to the Sun in your sign. This is a master builder aspect that gives you the patience and the vision to create something lasting. You are the protagonist of the cosmic story today, and everyone is looking to you for leadership. The moon crosses your house 1, the one of identity and the physical body. You feel a strong sense of self and a need to present your most professional and authentic face to the world. A practical tip is to wear something that makes you feel powerful and competent today. Another tip is to take a few moments of silence to ground yourself before starting any big tasks. Mercury conjunct Mars in your sign gives you incredible mental and physical stamina. You can work longer and harder than anyone else today, but remember to breathe. The Sun trine Uranus brings a sudden, exciting shift to your personal brand or your physical appearance. You are evolving, and the world is taking notice of your quiet but steady transformation. Even your morning reflection might look a bit more determined and ready for action. Venus at the very end of your sign suggests a personal project is reaching a beautiful conclusion. Daily advice: step into your power with confidence, but keep your heart open to the needs of others. Your example is your greatest teaching tool today, so lead with integrity and grace. The stars suggest that a moment of self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity for your long-term success.
For a deeper understanding, consider checking your rising sign and Venus sign as well. To stay connected to your daily horoscope, subscribe, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell.
My visionary Aquarians, the rebels with a cause. This Saturday finds you in a more introspective and spiritual mood as the planets cluster in your sector of the subconscious. Uranus, your innovative ruler, is retrograde in Taurus at 27 degrees 35 minutes. This creates a powerful internal tension between your need for freedom and your need for material security. You are rethinking your foundations from the inside out, looking for what truly makes you feel safe. The moon crosses your house 12, the one of spirituality and hidden things. This is a day for dreams, meditation, and perhaps a bit of solitude to recharge your cosmic batteries. A practical tip is to keep a dream journal by your bed, as your subconscious has important messages for you. Another tip is to do a digital detox for a few hours to reconnect with your inner world. The sun in Capricorn trines your ruler, suggesting a sudden breakthrough in a psychological pattern or a long-standing fear. Saturn in Pisces sextiles the sun, helping you ground your spiritual insights into your daily reality. You are discovering that true power comes from the peace you find within yourself. Your unique perspective is your greatest gift, even if you feel like a bit of an outsider today. You might find that even the silence in your house feels full of interesting possibilities. Venus at 29 degrees Capricorn suggests a secret or a hidden attraction is reaching a turning point. Celestial recommendation: trust your intuition, even if it seems to go against the logical path. The most important work you do today is the work that no one else can see. Remember that even the brightest stars need the darkness of the night to shine. To gain a more complete picture, the rising sign and Venus sign can add useful context. If you want to keep receiving your daily horoscope, subscribing and hitting the bell really helps.
My dreamy Pisces, the compassionate mystics of the sky. This Saturday brings a focus on your social circles, your friendships, and your hopes for the future. Saturn is currently in your sign at 27 degrees 19, giving you a sense of responsibility and maturity that others are noticing. You are the anchor for your friends today, providing a steady hand in a world that feels a bit chaotic. Neptune, your other ruler, is also in your sign, receiving a lovely sextile from Venus and Capricorn. This aspect blends your dreams with reality, helping you manifest your artistic or romantic desires in a tangible way. The moon crosses your house 11, the one of friendships and group projects. You may find yourself leading a meeting or organizing a gathering with great success. A practical tip is to reach out to a mentor or a friend who has the experience you currently need. Another tip is to clarify your long-term goals by writing them down as if they have already happened. The sun in Capricorn trines Uranus, which could bring a sudden, exciting new connection into your life. Mercury conjunct Mars gives you the courage to speak up for a cause you believe in. Your voice has a weight and a clarity that can move mountains today. You might find that even your morning walk feels like a pilgrimage toward a better version of yourself. Daily advice: surround yourself with people who inspire you to be your most disciplined and authentic self. Your kindness is a strength, not a weakness, so use it to build bridges within your community. The stars suggest that a collaborative effort will yield much better results than going it alone. For extra insight, take a moment to look at your rising sign and your Venus sign. Never miss your daily horoscope again. Subscribe, like, and activate the bell.
Saturday, January 17th, 2026, concludes with a profound realization regarding the structures we have built for ourselves. The moon in Capricorn has acted as a stern lighthouse, while the Mercury-Mars conjunction forced a confrontation with the truth. With the sun trine Uranus, a crack has appeared in the old walls, allowing a glimmer of future innovation to seep through the cracks. The day has highlighted the tension between maintaining traditional security and embracing the necessity of radical, grounded change. Communication has served as the primary tool for either building bridges or burning them down to their foundations. Madame Zodiac watches as the celestial gears turn toward a more disciplined and authentic reality. The stars continue their silent dance as the night invites a deeper reflection on the path ahead.